Back to Florida A&M, we thank Beta Alpha chapter of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Great spirit here. We'll get them going. Get them going. They're frozen. Later on. Great spirit here. It's also, by the way, homecoming over at Florida State. They may boo the Seminoles here, but a player over there must be respected. He's running for the Rhodes Scholarship, and that's the most prestigious academic award you can win as a college student. Bill Clinton, Bill Bradley, former Supreme Court Justice Byron Whizzer White all received it. And now a guy who's a 3-year starter for Florida State will find out a week from today whether or not he's going to be heading off to Oxford to study for a couple of years. Jeremy Schaff has this outside the lines story.
If biotechnology can eventually create a human being whose DNA is equal parts Deion Sanders, Albert Einstein, and Mother Teresa, he or she would probably measure up to Myron Rolle. Maybe.
You know, coaches could live a long time if they were all like Myron. He's got his priorities in the right place.
Football, the sport in which he was the top recruit in the country coming out of high school, is only one of Rolle's talents. Academically, he's a superstar. He graduated in August after only 5 semesters of college with a 3.75 grade point average in pre-med and hopes to eventually practice medicine as a brain surgeon. With all his achievements, Rolle is now a finalist to become one of the 32 Rhodes Scholars the United States will send next year to Oxford University.
This is an award that I've worked for a very long time, but not for the claim of being a Rhodes Scholar, not for the title, but more for the experience.
Nice job defensively by Myron Rolle again.
Playing football among some great athletes, Rolle is, well, a role model for his teammates, including senior quarterback Tony Carter. Do you just marvel at all the things that he does?
All the time.
How do his teammates help keep him humble?
Talk trash to him, of course. They call me the doctor, they call me the president, the governor. I've done so many games in the locker room. Whenever there's a debate, whatever the issue is, they will always call me over and say, Myron, what do you think about this? And once I give my opinion, it's over. I disagree. It depends on, you know, what type of argument.
So he doesn't actually know everything.
He doesn't know everything, but he's pretty close.
On November 22nd, he'll be in Alabama for his interview with the committee that selects the Rhodes Scholars. That night, Florida State will be playing at Maryland, perhaps with ACC division titles at stake. FSU will fly Rolle to Maryland, but he's likely to miss at least the first half, with Bobby Bowden's blessing.
I was told by our athletic director, Mr. Speckman, who came by my office. Usually when he does, there's bad news. Somebody's in trouble, you know. And he told me, he said, Myron is going to qualify for the Rhodes Scholar, and they're going to have the finals the day of the Maryland ball game. And I think he probably expected me to say, oh, no, you got to... No, it didn't enter my mind. You only get a shot once a lifetime, you know that? That was a no-brainer to me.
It was a no-brainer for the future brain surgeon, too.
My priority is academics. I'm a student first. A lot of times in that term, student-athlete, that student part gets lost. The coaches who know me, when they recruited me, they know I was a student first. And they know that education is number one.
What would you rather win? A Rhodes Scholarship to Oxford or the Heisman Trophy?
The Rhodes Scholarship. I'm not saying the Heisman Trophy isn't great, but the Rhodes Scholarship means that much more. I certainly would like to win that.
There's another college football player who's up for the Rhodes Scholarship, Casey Gerald, who's a quarterback at Yale. Rod Gerald, former Ohio State quarterback, his son, he's going to go for an interview next week. That's the week of the Harvard-Yale camp. These guys put in tough positions. By the way, Rolle hopes that after he gets his medical degree, he can open a clinic in the Bahamas, native country of his parents, to treat Porta. A terrific guy. And as a football player this year, they've gotten him to approach, playing DB with the same kind of preparation and enthusiasm that he approaches academics, and it's worked. He's had a big year, and so has Mickey Andrews' defense here. Opposing quarterbacks completing under 50% of their passes. On third down, they've been phenomenal. Virtually impossible to convert. 18.8% aim. That's incredible. Think about that. 1 in 5, less than that.
No shot.
They're also very, very tough in the red zone. Not allowing touchdowns in close. Less than 35% of the time the opponents score a touchdown inside the red zone. So they're playing fierce defense. Now, Boston College, who visits
All right, hey, I've been bragging on you guys. Let's make Myron feel at home, even if you hate Florida State like I do growing up in Miami.
Oh, hey!
Let's make him feel at home with the chop. Frankie, crank it up one time.
Woo!
Come on, get it going. I'm back on y'all. Get up. Woo! Tallahassee, let's go. Players, get up.
That was a great entrance. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I say good morning, everyone.
Good morning!
I like that. I'm excited to be here. I truly am. As you heard, my name is Myron Rolle from Galloway Township, New Jersey. It's about 20 minutes from Atlantic City in the southern part of the state. Anyone know where Galloway is? Probably no? No? But, all right. My family's from the Bahamas. Both parents met when they were 12. Started dating at 15, married at 21, been married 41 years.
Woo!
What a parent. Yeah, all my brothers are born and raised in the Bahamas as well. I was born here in the United States, but I spent a lot of my formative years in Nassau. My daddy's job eventually took us back to New Jersey, where I ended up growing up. I'm excited to be here to kick off this day for you all. I've understood that you've learned a lot, you've competed, you've grown in these past couple days, and I'm excited to help that growth, that edification in your life. This is an outstanding moment for you, an outstanding opportunity for you to get better. You meet some new people, you learn from some great coaches. FDU does an outstanding job at putting on this event. I was a part of the U.S. Army All-American Bowl in 2006, and it was a tremendous experience for me. It really was. I met some incredible people. I played against some awesome competition. You know, I lined up and every day in practice against Percy Harvin, and then he ended up being a guy I lined up every year for the next 3 years when he was at UF and I was at FSU. And we played against each other in the NFL as well. So those are the type of things that you can get from the U.S. Army All-American experience, and I was fortunate enough to have that opportunity. But right now, as I begin my talk with you this morning, as I begin this sharing of experiential knowledge with you, I want to be quite bold and tell you that my goal, my purpose for being here right now is to help somebody here get 2% better. One of you. It could be a parent too, but one of you young men, I want you to get 2% better. 2% better as a player, 2% better as a student, as a leader, as a brother, son, friend, philanthropist, however you get your 2%, I want you to get that today. I really do. Take some of these words that I have to offer you today, apply it to your life, and move forward, onward, upward towards your dreams, goals, and ambitions. Get 2% better. I don't know who you are, I don't know where you sit, where you're from, your socioeconomic background, your faith. I'm not sure any of that, but I'm sure that if you can get 2% better right now, right here, then we would have accomplished something. And then I would have done my duty, and that'd be a great thing. Growing up in Galloway Township, New Jersey, it was a great place. Huge demographic of different people, diverse cultures, multitude of people. I volunteered in our nursing home called Absecon Manor. I played the baritone saxophone in my jazz band. I gave tours. I was editor of my school newspaper. And probably the coolest experience of my adolescent years was I was able to play the lead role in Fiddler on the Roof. I was Tevye. I was a white Russian Jewish milkman with 5 white brothers. Oh yeah. Hold on. That's not even the best part. So I had 5 white daughters, and one of the daughters I had a crush on. So in one part of the play, I got a kiss on the forehead. That made my whole high school career right there. It was amazing. But yeah, you know, I did that, and I did well in school. I had a 4.0 grade point average. I got saved. I gave my life to the Lord on April 19th.
I had a great formative experience with some awesome parents and 4 outstanding older brothers. But I tell you about all those different activities in my childhood around when I was your age, not to exalt myself, not for self-aggrandization, not to make me seem any better than you or more unique than you. I tell you about all those different activities that I did when I was younger because all of them happened in different stations of my life, different seasons of my life. I did tours here, and I was student body president here, and I played the saxophone here, and I acted here. But one thing that remained constant through my whole life, up until last year in fact, the one thing that remained constant through my whole life was football. Football. This game that you love, this game that I love, this game that we all love, this game that America loves. And in fact, when I studied over at Oxford University for my master's degree in medical anthropology, this game that England and the world loves. Football was something that I didn't date. I didn't flirt with football. I didn't court it. I married football. I married myself to the game. And you know what a marriage is. It's taking 2 separate entities and bringing them in together as one union. It's exactly what I did. I didn't flirt with the game. I married it. I lived it. I breathed it. Football influenced who I was around. Football influenced what I put into my body. Football influenced where I went, the clothes that I wore, the socks and shoes that I wore. Football influenced what I watched on TV. Football influenced what time I went to bed at night. Football influenced a lot of my life. It really did. I was married to the game. Many of you are probably married to the game as well. Or maybe engaged. I don't know what part you're in. I don't know. But at your age, I was married to the game. I loved it. Married to the game. It was an amazing thing for me. But I'm going to give you the boldest thing I'm going to say today, right now, right here. The fact that I was married to the game, the biggest benefit of that marriage wasn't that I became a better football player. It's not. The biggest benefit of my marriage to football wasn't that I became a better football player. It didn't help me get to Florida State University any more than my God-given athletic ability. It didn't help me get to the NFL, be a 6th-round pick, play for the Titans for 2 years and the Steelers for 1. The biggest benefit of being married to football was how it helped me be a better man off the field. I'm telling you this. Absolutely, unequivocally, football prepared me for life outside of football. Once I took the helmet off and the shoulder pads off, the things that I did every single day on the football field, in the weight room, in the classroom, with my teammates, in a game situation, in practice, all of that prepared me to be a leader off the field. It prepared me to be a Rhodes Scholar. It prepared me to be good friends with President Bill Clinton and travel to Rwanda and Democratic Republic of Congo on a humanitarian trip. It prepared me to have my own foundation at the age of 22 that serves 1,500 individuals and has raised $500,000 in 4 years. It prepared me for all these things. You got me right. You got me right. Woo! There's no question about it. You do it every single day. You do it every single day. You do football every single day. Every single day you're preparing yourself and equipping yourself for a better life off the field. And you might not even know it, but today I want to make that clear to you. I want to tell you a few things that I use through football to help me be a better student, a better leader, a better man. The first thing that I use from football is focus. I played strong safety in the NFL, I played strong safety at Florida State as well. And my assignment was the B gap. How many of you guys know what the B gap is? You guys know the B gap? Okay, the A gap, the B gap. As a defensive player, my responsibility is the B gap, right? So I'm here ready for the B gap. I'm ready. That's my responsibility. I gotta fill that hole. But the offense shifts, motions, quarterback, doing all these histrionics, moving around. There's people yelling in the stands. The weather's bad. The referees are blowing the game. I mean, there's so many other things that could distract you from getting into that B gap. There's so many other things that could distract you from getting into that B gap. But I need to focus on getting to that B gap. I need to get there. My teammates depend on me. My coaches depend on me. The name on my back, roll, that depends on me. People who are watching us and love the Titans, love the Steelers, love the Florida State Seminoles, they're depending on me to make that play in that B gap. If it comes into the B gap, I need to be there. And I cannot lose my focus by all the other stuff that are going around so I can make that play. Cannot lose your focus. And even preparing for the game, watching tape, watching film. You might see a guy on film who's 6'3", 210 pounds, receiver, catches everything, runs a 4.3 40, jumps 40 inches. He's just amazing. You're watching him on film, and you're like, man, this guy's awesome. And you're marveling at his talent. You're in adoration of his ability. But you're not focused on what you should be focused on, because to stop him, look at how the quarterback, if he passes the ball before he throws it. Does he pat it before he throws it? You can get a beat on that throw right now as a DB. You know, do the linemen, do they set? Do they give away their offensive set? Do they give away a pass run read? Does the tackle line up a little deeper when he's going to do a pass set? You know? Do they run certain plays on 3rd and 6? Does the quarterback give a signal to that big receiver when he wants to go one-on-one on the sideline? If you focus on those other things, that can help you beat that great talent. But you're so caught up in the talent of this one receiver that you're not focused. You learn focus every single day when you play football. You learn it. You do it every single day. Now the challenge is taking that focus from football and putting it into the classroom. Putting it onto the classroom. Putting it onto your life off the field. It's real.
Woo!
Look, when you're going through a math problem, right? And it says, Johnny walked to the store 15 meters. Don't worry about that his name is Johnny, because his name could be Jamal. His name could be Malcolm. His name could be Pete. It doesn't matter what his name is. It doesn't even matter the fact that he walked to the store. What matters in that word problem is 15 meters. 15 meters is what's important. Don't focus on other stuff. Focus on what's important to help you get that answer. I'm telling you, a lot of times when I tutor young kids, they're worried about, oh, why is his name Johnny? Oh, why is he walking to the store? That does not matter. Focus on the 15 meters, and that can help you get the answer that you need. That's the focus I'm talking about. Also focus, you young men, you all look good. I see you got good arms, got good muscles. Girls are going to be in your life. I'm telling you this right now. I'm just being real with you. Can we be honest with each other right now?
Yes.
Girls will be in your life. Girls will come. Girls will go. You got guys also in school who will try to take you away from your path. They will try to give you something to smoke, something to drink, try to take you to a party, try to put you on that swag. They're trying to be cool, trying to catch the cool, trying to chase the cool. You don't need it. Focus on your goals. Focus on what you want to do. Really temporary. That swag stuff, that's temporary. That's not going to get you a job when you're 21, 22. That's not going to get you into school. Those guys who think they have swag now, those girls who are fast and trying to come at you right now, they're going to be the ones looking for you for help for a job or for some kind of placement or for something later on. It works that way every time. Your parents will tell you about it. I'm telling you about it right now. I'm 26 years old and I see it. I'm telling you, it works every time. Focus. Focus on the field, use that same focus, transfer that into your life as a student. The second thing that football taught me was leadership. Many of you are leaders. That's why you're here right now. You're sweating, it's the summertime, it's hot. You're a leader, you're working hard. You have 10 gases to run. Are you gonna run all 10 when the coach is not looking? Or are you gonna stop and give me 9, maybe 8, because you got a game in a day or two and you wanna stay fresh? Are you gonna be a leader when nobody's watching? Are you going to get your guys together and watch some tape and get motivated so you guys can prepare for the season? Are you going to speak up when you need to? You know, be a vocal leader at times. Things aren't going well. Somebody needs some motivation. They need some verbal encouragement. They don't need you to berate them. They don't need you to talk down to them. But talk on their level. Be a servant leader. That's what leadership is. You do it every day in football. You're doing it right now. You're leading right now. Leading by example. You are leading every single day as you play football. Take that same leadership into the classroom. Take that same leadership to your life off the field. You know, I don't want to profess my faith on anybody, but it's a part of me, so I feel like I have to say it since we're open and honest with each other. Matthew 25:40 says, "In as much as ye have done to the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me." That's Jesus saying that the least of these in our community, the least of these in our world are those who need you. You have the power, you have the blessings, you have the skills to provide service to the underserved in your communities. You can be a role model. I'm telling you, as a football player, people love you. They love football players. You have a platform, as I have right now, to speak into the lives, into the hearts, into the minds of young people who look up to you. You are a leader. You are a role model. Use that same leadership you do every day on football and find a social change, find a social cause, and try to change it. Be a change, an agent of change. Be a difference maker. Be a leader. That's a legacy you want to leave. Not a legacy of somebody who had talent and they just let it blow by and, you know, weren't concerned with anybody else in their world. They weren't concerned with the least of these. Be somebody who was a great student, a great athlete, but they're also a great young man because they helped their fellow man. They helped their fellow woman. They saw the least of these. They identified the problem, and they became a leader and changed it. They changed it. You got into the game and you changed it. You can sit on the sideline and become a sideline spectator and a boundary observer. You change it. You do it every day in football. You didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. Focus. Leadership. Football also teaches you how to work well with others. Working well with others. Right now, you might be around people who you really don't know. You might be around people who you're not used to, from different states, from different parts of the world, different walks of life. But you have to work with them to accomplish the goal. Football is a team sport. Football is about working with different kind of people, with different personalities. That's what it's about. 11 people coming together on the field to accomplish one collective common goal. That's what football does. You know, like I said, I'm from New Jersey, and I went to a boarding school called the Hun School of Princeton. It's a real prestigious boarding school. A lot of my classmates went to Harvard and Yale and Tufts and Hobart and Williams. I mean, all these great schools in the Northeast. Not many of them went to schools like Florida State, these bigger schools. But my dress code coming to school, and my dress code even out of school in high school, was glasses, tuck my shirt in, my pants, had some khakis on. I go down to Florida State. Y'all know where I'm going with this. I go down to Florida State, and my classmates and my teammates, dreadlocks, gold teeth, long white shirts, Girbaud jeans, Air Force Ones, big watches, saying words like jit. What up, jit? What up, jit? I'm like, I don't even know what that word is. Man, I'm out of place. A little French school kid coming down to Florida with these tough thugs, man. I said, what am I doing? It was rough on the kid. It was rough on me at first. It really was. But I had to work hard, and I had to show and prove to those guys that, hey, we may come from different walks of life. I may have the Haitian blood running through my body. I may button up my polo shirt to the top. You may have dreadlocks and shake them when you want to. We may have these differences in our life, but at the end of the day, we're all on this Florida State football team together. We're all playing at Florida State University together. And that's more important than our individual differences. That's working well with others. You do it in football every single day. Do it outside. When you go into your jobs, when you go into college, when you have projects in school, you're going to work with personalities that you may not vibe with, you may not get along with, you may not understand them that much, but you have to put aside those things, put aside those differences, and make the team goal, the collective goal, the #1 priority. That's how you're successful. You're not always going to work with people that you like or who are like you, because there's so many different people in this world. So many different people in this world. It's probably one of the reasons why our government isn't working the way it should, because we can't work along with each other. They should come and listen to what we're talking about right now. Maybe. I don't know. I told my daddy, I said, Daddy, I'm not going to get political, but I just did, so I'm sorry. I apologize. But yeah, football teaches you focus. It does. It teaches you leadership. It teaches you how to work well with others. Football also teaches you how to fail. I know that sounds tough. But football teaches you how to fail. You're not going to win every game. You're not going to win every one-on-one battle. Matter of fact, when I came here to the U.S. Army All-American game, the year before that, I came to a combine and I played against Percy Harvin, as I was telling you about, from Virginia Beach. I heard about him, great player, awesome player. Man, he went up against me. First time he did a move up the line of scrimmage, beat me, gone. First time I ever got beat in high school. I'm like, what is going on right now? I just got beat. I don't get beat. I'm from New Jersey. You know, I hold it down. That's what we do. And he beat me. Second time I went up, beat me again. I said, oh man, I gotta do something. Third time, I got him. I got him third time. But I kept going. Now somebody with a weaker character, somebody with a woe is me mentality, after Percy beat me twice, I might have just set him aside and say, you know what, I'm not gonna go anymore because he may beat me 4 or 5 times, my ranking may drop, I may get embarrassed or whatever. But I said I wasn't gonna let that stop me. That failure, that temporary failure wasn't gonna define me. It wasn't gonna make me who I was. I was gonna get back up, brush myself off, and keep moving forward, and get another shot at him, get another shot at the other receivers. You're gonna fail. You're gonna miss the block. You're gonna drop a pass. You're gonna miss an assignment. You're gonna do that. Inevitably, that happens. If you play football long enough, that happens. Don't do it too many times. But failure does happen. And successful people are the ones who fail once, fail twice, have a success the third time. Fail once, fail twice, have a success the third time. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep on pushing. Your parents who are here with you right now, your coaches, people who look up to you, people who are hoping and praying that you make it, they haven't sacrificed all of that, all their energy, all their time, all their effort for you to give up on one failure. They didn't give up their life for you to give up. They didn't give up their time, their energy, their money for you to give up when you failed one time. Are you serious? No. Your obligation to them, your repayment to them for that sacrifice they made is to keep pushing, keep moving forward. You will face challenges. You will face obstacles. They will happen. I'm not here to paint a rosy picture that you're going to go through life cool. You know, when I was going through Oxford, and matter of fact, before I even got to Oxford, and I was choosing, do I go to the NFL and make $2 million as a second-round draft pick, or do I go to Oxford University and accept a Rhodes Scholarship? I was choosing between which one I should do. A lot of people were giving me criticism saying that I don't love football because I'm thinking about Oxford, or I shouldn't go to Oxford because Oxford should only be given to those who are like brainiacs, smart kids, and not jocks. So I was getting it from both sides. That was a lot of criticism that I was receiving in my life at that moment. But I wasn't going to let them define me. I wasn't going to let them stop me. I wasn't going to let them talk bad about me and then say, oh, that's going to define who I am. That's going to really shape my decision. No, of course not. My parents came from the Bahamas to America for a better life for me and my older brothers. And my repayment to them is to keep on pushing, even when failures happen, to keep on going forward. Keep moving on. That's what you need to do. You will fall down. You will not make it. You might get a bad grade. You might not get into school you want to. You may not get into some of these games, U.S. Army games, but that doesn't define who you are. Keep on pushing. Keep going. If I can say it, I'm sure your parents are speaking into your life. I'm sure they're prophesying over you right now. But let me be one to tell you to keep moving. Football teaches you failure, but also teaches you how to get up from failure. So it teaches you focus, leadership, how to work well with others, how to fail, and the last thing that football has given me, and has given you right now, is how to prepare. Preparation. How important it is to be ready. You know, one of my boys used to tell me, Myron, it's not about getting ready if you stay ready. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready. You always have to be prepared. You don't just walk out in the first football game and just walk out there and just start throwing the ball around, right? You don't do that. No, you get ready. You work it out, you run, you might lift. I don't know if y'all lifting at this age. You do push-ups and sit-ups. You know, you watch film, you study the team, you practice your plays, you practice your communication. There's a lot that goes into that first game. You don't just go out there willy-nilly and say, oh, I'm just going to go out here and play. It's not schoolyard. This is real. And I'm sure y'all taking it very seriously, y'all football, because you're here right now, when you don't have to be. You prepare to that first game. You know what preparation is. Prepare in school, the same way. Prepare in life, because opportunities that come may not come again. And you've got to be ready for them when they do come. You have to be ready for them. You do. That marks a successful person. Those people who, when opportunities seem fleeting, seem like they're being passed over, those people who are able to take advantage of those opportunities and step right in and say, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do this. Those are the ones who make it. Be prepared for life. Get yourself equipped mentally. Get yourself equipped socially, emotionally, spiritually, if that's what you want. As a leader, as a philanthropist, get yourself prepared for life, for those opportunities. You do it every day in football. You're preparing right now for your season. You're preparing right now to get scholarships, to do all these great things in your football career. You're doing it every single day. Do it in the classroom and do it in life. Prepare yourself. I'm telling you, it can take you a long way. I was prepared for that opportunity to be a Rhodes Scholar. I really was. I was very prepared for it. It comes every junior year or senior year of college. And I said, you know what? I'm going to work hard. I'm going to volunteer myself in the community. I'm going to do research. I'm going to have a 3.75 GPA, graduate early. I'm going to do well in football field. I'm going to be a leader in the community. I'm going to get myself prepared for when they say, Myron Rolle, we want to see if you can make it as a Rhodes Scholar. I said, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm ready. You don't have to ask anymore. I'm ready. What do you want to do? What do I have to do? Preparation is key. Preparation is very key. It's critical. It's vital to your success. And we want all of y'all to be successful. No question about it. We want all of y'all to be successful. Look, football, it's taken me a long way. And for many of you, it probably will take you a long way as well. I'm hoping some of you guys go to FSU. That'd be great.
Woo!
don't play college football, even if you don't play in the NFL, that doesn't mean that you can't have an impact on society. That doesn't mean that you can't step onto the world stage and become a player, as William Shakespeare said. Be a player on the world stage. Doesn't mean you cannot influence a life, save a life. That doesn't mean that you can't be a leader and change something that's wrong in our community. There are a lot of voids for people in your generation right now. I'm a little older than you, so I see it. I see there are voids. There's climate issues going on. There's healthcare issues going on. There's wars overseas. There's all sorts of voids for young, strong leaders, equipped, well-trained leaders like yourself to step right in and be a major player outside of the field. The field is one discipline, it's one element, but there's other areas for you to get involved and to be great, and we know you can be. Football has got me a long way. It really has. I'm in medical school right now, first year at Florida State University to be a neurosurgeon. It's an amazing experience for me. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. I really am. And I'm using some of those same elements I told you about, the focus. I'm using some of those same elements, like leadership, working well with others, working with my classmates who come from different parts of Florida, different parts of the world. How to fail. You know, maybe I don't understand what this brachial plexus and this nerve is, but I'm going to get it the next time. Preparation, how to prepare for a dissection, how to prepare for a test, how to prepare to be a neurosurgeon. I'm losing all those things that I did in football, your age, to help get me where I am right now, help me be successful. All right? What made me, I'm going to be honest with you right now, what made me be a role model or someone with an acclaimed prestige is not so much the interceptions that I was able to accrue on the football field, not so much how fast I can run a 40, or how strong I can bench, how many times I benched 225 at the NFL Combine, none of that. What made me who I am now is that I understood that concept of marrying myself to football early and applying those same skills I used every single day and transferring those things onto the classroom, onto my life off of it. I'm excited about your future. I'm excited about where you go. You're here right now, you're showing the commitment to be better. Hopefully somebody here got 2% better, as we talked about. Hashtag 2%. Put it on your tweets. It's real. I'm excited about you guys. I really am. I want you guys to stay connected. I have a website, it's myron.com. Anything you need, holler at me through that. I'm excited to see where you guys go. The future leaders of tomorrow. The young men who are preparing themselves every day through football to be strong, strong citizens of the world off the field. Thank you for your time, parents. Thank you very much.